Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm on a different position here, joined by Brendan, of course, the league operator or I guess league director, excuse me, wrong title for my boy over here in Olympus. Say hi to Brendan, everyone, and Brendan, say hi to everyone.
Hello. I'm coming in the last minute, game 5. I just couldn't miss out getting on the desk for this game, aka all the other casters. Their internet went out, or they have to go to work. So here we are into game 5. Look at all those bands down there at the bottom. I've been watching this series, so I know what's happening. We got Fools 5 taking the blue side this game after that loss to Dorado. You've casted a few Vanguard games, both like for Titan and individually for Fools 5. Do you have like a pick that you're thinking they might be prioritizing this blue pick one?
I don't know what they're gonna first pick here. I feel like a lot of their first pick champions are gone. In my mind, like I don't think like Senja's gonna get Katarina this game. Like I think the bans are gonna stay the same. Besides, obviously the Nico making an appearance here now.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
interesting to me because I
maybe
could
it's
see
just Jinx
them.
for RJ. Maybe they just B1 Jinx. Like might as well keep it like you're in game 5. You might as well just keep it simple, stupid. Like that's perfect way to play the game. No Lulu or Milio is gonna be kind of tough to pair with it though. So
Yeah, I could
we'll
see
see.
Twitch too, potentially, but I don't know if you'd be one that. Just
I would definitely not be one Twitch.
no.
As it will be Tristana,
That's a good pick.
flexible
Yeah.
between mid and AD carries. So you do have that potential as yeah. I don't know. I feel like here will be Ivern for kill switch,
That's gonna
switching
be.
up the
Are there any other power picks kind of left that you got your eyes on? Being the meta genius that you are,
I
some
mean,
things you're
there's
looking out
Jinx.
for. Yeah.
Jinx, I feel like is probably the best of our 80 carries left. So not too shocked to see Jinx picking up or picked up here. There's still a decent bit in mid lane that is going to be Fiddlesticks locked in for Fish, which is very shocking actually. I'm a little worried for Vanguard. I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, I'm just worried. I'm just worried. I have no words.
It does seem scary if they're not able to initially hop on to the way that the draft is right now. If they're not able to hop on Dorado and kill them in that first go, if they can't get through the Ivern and the shields and everything, and whatever support they decide to pair for praise in the bot lane, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough indeed. As well as like also, I'm a little worried that Vanguard are just running out of picks. It's kind of what's happening. I was gonna mention that Talia. I think Talia's in a great spot still, more than fine to be picked up. But in terms of mid lane priority now,
I've got
not
one.
very much.
I feel like well. The draft's already over
I mean,
technically.
Victor's
I
still
could
alive. Victor's alive. Syndra's
Victor and
alive.
I could see Sinja going with a
Yeah.
Kennen here to pair with the Fiddlesticks.
Like
Uh,
there's quite a bit left here, and Fiddle mid or Fiddle locked in makes me think that Tristana's going mid, and they might
okay.
pick maybe Twitch for Arche or something, but it will be the Jinx for Chimmy here, or
If
sorry,
they
the
wanted to go
Thresh.
like they could go like a Zyra Khan, but there's not really anything that you're looking
Rakan's
out for.
gone, so
Oh,
Rakan
missed
is
that. Yeah.
Rakan is gone. That happened in the first game, but it will be Rel. So maybe not Tristana. I mean, I will see here with this pick whether it's Trispot or Tris mid. A lot of strong mages will be Vigar
Okay.
coming out for Senja here.
I
RJ
like
gonna
that pick.
lock in on the
I feel like
Tristana.
they diversified a little bit with these two picks. I mean, obviously you got engaged with Rel, but with Vygar now they don't have to just go all in. With Vygar, they can play a little bit more like in and out team fight, which I do think that they were at danger if they just picked full dive into this team comp that has a bunch of champions that's anti dive. It could get really rough really quickly. So I like the Vygar pick to kind of diversify your assets and how you can go about these team fights.
Yeah, I really also like the Dorado's comp here a little bit. Um,
I
a lot
love
of
their
great
comp.
stuff for the
Yeah.
Jinx. The Victor, pretty standard here. Ivern just to buff it. I think the only thing that kind of doesn't fit it is the Urgot. I feel like the Urgot could probably just be some kind of frontline champ. But you obviously don't want to pick that in the set because, you know, not
Yeah.
ideal to get have that frontliner get thrown on top of your Jinx. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
It-
We'll definitely have to see how it shakes out because I think either squad. I mean, this whole series has been tight, so
mhm.
it's
Yeah, I
really just
definitely
coming down
think
to execution.
I think I prefer Dorado's comp. I think it's a lot easier and a lot safer. They're putting the cards in the hands of Vanguard. Vanguard has to make this game happen. They've got to kind of make the plays. And in a game 5, that can be you're starting to get a little bit like questioning every little micro decision that you're making. So when you got kind of the safer comp, I think that is the higher probability. That being said, if Vanguard comes out and they're sharp like they were in like say like games, the beginning of game 1, 2, and 3, I could see this getting out of hand for Dorado, but they really have to go crazy and Going to be a stack here in the top lane for Dorado.
Yeah, will be a stack here. Just gonna get some vision, I think. Will be the flash coming out from kill switch there. Not gonna find smoke with that root. One stack going over to Senja though. So I guess Vanguard win. Pack it up. FF.
Yeah, they
First
also
stack.
did not drop any vision throughout that jungle. I could be. I don't see Fiddlesticks being the type of jungler that's really going to interfere with Ivern's clear. That's something that you talk about when you got an Ivern. You want to kind of disrupt the clear, find him on some of his camps when he's cycling through them. But I just don't see Fiddlesticks being a champion that's going to do that much. I think these two junglers are just going to have their way.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't be too shocked. Glad to see Fish not going for some weird level 3 shenanigans, but that's, I guess, to be decided.
I
As I
think
think,
that's on par for him in the games that I've watched, at least.
like, he really likes those level 3s. Senja not going to find a stack onto Kiba there. To mention, Kiba really not been playing their best in the series. I think Kiba has had decent looks across the series, but I think overall leaving a little left to be desired for Dorado. So maybe this is the pop-off game. I mean, we've seen so many victors get their ult upgrade, and then it's just up from there, right? Like, so many victors have so many impact. Is level 2 coming in for this bot lane of Vanguard?
Yep, just a nice little trade there. Get the level 2 spike, and now they're getting out of dodge because now Dorados has hit level 2. Chimmy right now getting a priority over the bush, so Hook's going to go out, going to go wide, and now we're going to go back to farming.
Yeah, RJ, nice little sidestep there on the Hook last second. Make sure he does not succumb to the death sentence. As kind of crazy that Thresh's Hook is named Death Sentence, but you know, hey, big fan of it.
This just in, by the way, Fish has crossed over to the mid lane into the bottom quadrant of his jungle, so he's not going to be going for anything too crazy.
We did it. Smoke. Really nice trade thanks to the tower. Early health pot popped by both of these individuals. Boobert a bit lower. Also to mention, that set matchup, the lower he gets, the more health he gets. So, you know, eventually he does kind of get like a health pot and sustain. So he does get tankier. Really nice stun coming out. He's not level 4, but the damage from smoke might be enough.
If he wants to get this, he should
forces out the flash. Spoobert.
Yeah, I was interested to see if that was going to be a flash follow. You know, once you channel that W, you can still flash, and I think that would have been enough damage. It wasn't quite full on that W bar. Once it turns orange, that's when you really want to get out of there. But would have been really close. But either way, gets the flash out. Looks like he gets the wave in as well. So early lane priority going to go over to Smoke here off of some nice trades.
I mean, also, you would really hate for your flash to not kill, right? Because it's really close whether or not that kills. So if you do flash and you're playing something like this, like a set, and you don't have flash, you're really, really, really gankable. So I can appreciate not going for the flash. You know, it's game 5. You don't want to give the Urgot the lead. That would be monstrous. But also, this just in, Fiddlesticks getting double scuttled.
Yeah, I saw that. Smited away there from Fish. It looks like they were going to potentially battle over that. But a big lead, and you had mentioned in the last game about Fish getting just kind of behind in tempo. And I feel like Eli OP kill switch on this Ivern has cleared incredibly efficiently, had a very quick first clear, which allowed him to get the bot scuttle. And since they were matching their paths, able to get the second scuttle as well.
Yeah, Smoke. Just gonna bully Spoobert out a little bit here. Not gonna do too much damage, but Senja with that tier start actually needs to be careful.
Yeah, that was really
going down.
Really risky there. Elects to walk back to drop down the cage, but gets caught in Victor's cage. So cage for cage, Victor wins out on that one. Senja hanging around a little bit. We'll see.
Oh, there's the Kiba. Kiba comes alive finds first blood in this match. Flash laser is more than enough to do it, and Fiddle not able to do anything. I don't know why Sinja, this is kind of a consistent thing that happens with Sinja. He just overstays so often.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they were trying to set up a gank with Fish, but even then, it's just not what you want to do. You don't want your jungler spending time to cover you to get a couple extra minions, or because you're not going to kill in that instance. So just kind of have to suck that one up, go back, take a teleport. You're scaling anyway, but now Victor going to be getting ahead in this matchup, and maybe it is what you're talking about. This is going to be the Keeper Boy Game 5, LeBron in Game 7 type performance.
Yeah, Crashdown coming into Chimmy, though. Both junglers are here. And it looks like RJ with the cleanse, able to kite away. Oh, jumps out. That might be pivotal here as Chimmy gonna be able to flash away with the shield from Ivern. The flash suck from Fish. Not gonna land him anything. Death sentence gonna land, but shield will keep prey alive. And I think RJ potentially dropping that kill because he opted to rocket jump away. Just barely. Not enough damage coming through. Obviously, you'd hate to give Jinx a reset. Arcane Storm used in that mid lane to try and push Sinja off again. Was successful here. Sinja losing out in this mid lane right now in terms of priority and HB. Smoke kind of down in XP right now. Does even that one up with that minion. Spoobert's low on mana. Still no flash, but able to walk himself away. Should be able to take his reset now as both, basically everyone besides this Victor taking a reset. That bot lane play so close to potentially deciding the game.
Yeah, I feel like all players in that play played it very well. You had the fear from Fish, saving the engage from Chimmy, and then obviously kill switch, very timely shields to keep everyone on his side alive. So well played by both teams. No one gets out with a kill, and so still got that one kill on the board from the play in the mid lane. But that top lane lead starting to come back as Fish picked up, Smoke picked up another part of that wave. But Spoobert right now getting pretty significant lead there in the top lane. Also has the Cole as well, farming very well with that. Once that pops, he's going to be very strong.
Yeah, as well with the tier 2 boots, able to space away from set. First Drake, not started yet. Fish, able to dodge the death sentence though. Crash down for Bacon.
Ooh.
And really nice stun coming out of Senja, but there's no damage follow up, but the ult coming through. Doesn't fear anyone in Fish. He goes down. Smoke with no W now. They're going to try and find a kill on somebody, but I mean, I don't feel...
Still the ultimate from Sinja if they can get anyone low, but maybe this is the play that they need.
Yeah, I don't know. Flash forward from Spoober. Gonna miss that dash as well. And I mean, finally, Senja able to use his ultimate. Spoobert now, nice sidestep, but RJ, rocket jumping, finally finds it. I don't know about ulting there. I'm pretty sure he's dead, but just to secure it, RJ on the board now. Super Mega Death Rocket did connect during that, but not able to pick up any assists.
Yeah, look at this play. Look at this massive cage into a 3-man ultimate. 4-man ultimate there from Fish. Also, Smoke is right in the middle of all of them. Doesn't find anyone with the Haymaker. That could have gone very differently, but the flashes were able to keep them safe. And then on the tail end of this, Smoke is chasing down OP kill switch, and Bacon is just trying to get Chimmy low enough that Sinja can ult. Takes so long that RJ rotates up from the bottom lane and is able to pick up Spoobert as Spoobert tries to turn it around. A nice sidestep there from Sinja too, as Spoobert tries to flash forward and pick that up. Meanwhile, live, we have Dragon going over to Dorado. I don't know if it looks like Grubs did get taken by Vanguard, I believe.
Yeah, Grubs were taken by Vanguard. Yep. Drake now secured for Dorado. One thing, right, that's been going for Dorado is, in terms of Drakes, they've certainly gotten most of the Drakes in this series. They had Soul in the first game. Soul in that last game completely uncontested. So that being said, Dorado up just barely a bit of gold here. Not really a lot.
Yeah, just the smallest bit, but overall in the lanes, both solo laners getting big leads. Now Smoke is going to be pressured by three here. We'll see if they can get anything done. An aggressive face breaker there, in the middle of two. There
Oh,
is
nice. Super Mega Death Rocket, though. Smoke. Giving up his life for a potential 1-for-1. I feel like it's just not worth it. RJ and Bacon not really here. And no information, so nothing to bounce back. But look at this top side. Yeah, I mean, this is just really bad macro coming out. Daisy going to be popped. The root going to miss. RJ gonna utilize the Tristana jump there. Over the wall. To safety.
Bacon and RJ put on the edge there. Shimmy barely misses on the hook before RJ takes his rocket jump over the wall, but I'm deciding to stay around. But like you mentioned, I mean, Spoober getting a plate, at least two plates off that play, 30 CS ahead. This Urgot is going to be very strong. It is going to be traded back here. RJ playing the Tristana, going to be able to melt this tower. So 2 plates to RJ, being able to get that equalize that a little bit. 3 plates over to RJ, so
Yeah,
that feels good.
Grub. Triple grub Tristana is quite nifty at taking towers. Now, also that being said, RJ, with all of this gold, should be able to make the Yun Tals as well. So, Fish walking over a ward, so they know he's here. I think there's a bit of an overstay coming out of Vanguard here if they're going to try and play on this. Is Tristana taking this wave. I mean, surely they know something's up. Kill switch is on the way here. You need to really press tab if you're Vanguard, but the flash engage, they're going to find Prey. Prey's falling lower and lower, and he actually goes down to Bacon. Chimmy now. And a lot of hurt. Aftershock going to be popped. Bacon, though, going to go down to Chimmy. Chimmy not going to fall. RJ taking that tower shot for half his health. Forced to walk away.
They get Bacon back, but surely I don't think they saw him, Aussie. I think that ward was there, but do you really think that?
I don't think so. I guess they just had no idea somehow. Kiba, though, still with this level advantage in mid. As, yeah, really solid gameplay coming out here. I mean Trist is just baiting so hard, but then here, I think they're just a little overconfident. Or maybe not knowing the range, right? Like, they don't know the range just that well. And Prey goes down so quickly. I feel like trading one back for Chimmy is not worth it, but whatever.
Yeah, you can see right there the power of the Ivern. Later in the game, that's just to get more and more of those shields. Even almost kept Praise alive through that initial engage. It took them so much to take Praise down, and then they just think that they can get Chimmy, but it's shield after shield. It's just gonna get worse for them. But if they can play these fights patiently, that's what they're gonna have to do.
-1 for RJ there. Misses the cannon. To the very last dying breath from.
I was gonna say, I was like, what even killed the cannon there other than RJ?
No, it was the last breath coming out from Mr. Range Minion. Tried his best and steals that one away from RJ. Earns his gold.
What would you say your least favorite minion is in a wave?
Least favorite minion? Probably the third melee. I feel like it adds no value.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I sometimes hate that last range one because you're trying to like pull the wave to do a nice little wave clear trick. Maybe when you're pushing a side lane, feels like it never comes soon enough.
Oh, RJ, reaction check there. Jimmy just barely missing the death sentences. They are really focused on keeping this Jinx out of the match if they can. Drake number 2 spawning will be that Infernal. So
yeah. And as we prepare for this Drake, I'm looking at the scoreboard, and I do think Sinja has equalized a little bit, obviously through the help of his team a little bit. So Vanguard back to probably matching that Victor scaling, but both of these mid laners are going to be raid bosses late in the game. The damage they're going to output, I think, is going to be enough to take this Drake. But I do think Sinja has equalized a little bit, obviously through the help of his team a little bit. So Vanguard back to probably matching that Victor scaling, but both of these mid laners are going to be raid bosses late in the game. The damage they're going to output, The nice thing for Dorado is it's going to be a little bit more AoE. Once Victor gets that ultimate upgraded, those team fights are going to be very difficult for Vanguard to navigate, especially if you get one reset, Victor's ult gets bigger, and then you get a Jinx excited.
I
It's
mean,
going
they're
to be
just
very
on
tough to
Vision.
deal
I
with.
don't know if they know they're on Vision, but Victor is here. Root is on to Bacon. Crash down, forced out. Still no one checking that this, like, there. Fiddle does have an effigy here. We'll finally use it. Bacon now gets death sentence again. Dodges the zap coming out of Jinx. As, yeah, realistically, Spoobert now joining the fray. Smoke does have teleport. A bit of poke going into Senja. As, yeah, very high contest. But look at this tower damage coming out of Smoke with triple grub. It's
Uber's
not
going
to
to
be
walk up and
frowned
match,
upon.
but not before a significant amount of damage is done. We'll see if
Yeah.
that gives Vanguard the
Oh,
window.
this should be Drake because right now Herald being started by kill switch.
Vision, yeah.
Yeah, Descent's gonna be dodged away and hitting RJ there, thanks to Bacon's dodge. But this will be Herald
Oh,
as actually flash forward from Smoke, looking for Spoobert. I gotta find him nearly enough. Redemption coming out from our friend the Ivern, the tree himself. As
nice.
Herald is for sure gone. They have no clue. I mean, honestly, I think the Vision does barely catch him, but will not
He's
be anything.
ulted.
But Spoobert finds the solo kill on top. Smoke once again going down. Like, I feel like Smoke has just been so disrespectful of Spoobert this series overall. I mean, had a phenomenal Mordekaiser game, but still, Smoke just really not like having a strong grasp of what he can and can't get away with. Obviously, tried to solo kill right there, right before he died there in top lane, where he's utilizing his flash and ult. Doesn't find the solo kill there, and still tries to press the advantage. Fear beyond death from Spoobert.
It's going to be up to Spoobert to use this. Sometimes Urgot in the later game can be hard to navigate team fights with. So it's going to be on Spoobert to use this lead that he's been able to, a significant lead, he's been able to build in the top lane to win some of these mid-game team fights. I heard you and Brett talking about it in the last game, or maybe it was even the third game, about how, Dorado has had very good early games and obviously some good late games the first game when they were able to come back, but it's the mid game when they get into kind of those scrappy team fights that Vanguard has had the edge. So if Dorado wants to pull this out, find a way to get Spoobert involved. He's got a big lead, play around him, the side pressure. It's getting close to the point where Smoke can't even match him anymore. That was pretty much under a tower that Spoobert took Smoke out.
Yeah, and Smoke is actually going to get worse of these trades now. Way worse of these trades. Really well played from Spoobert, but that's kind of just the power of behind set. You just kind of can't do anything. Which, again, but look at this bot side. Gank coming in. RJ dodges into it. Doesn't cleanse. Cleanses late. RJ able to rocket jump away, but Super Mega Death Rocket flashed away. Spoobert picks up the first tower on the top side. RJ, the really nice ult, keeps Bacon alive. Oh my goodness. Absolute
Nice
disaster avoided.
Nice word there from Jimmy, too. Spotting out fish. Looking for some funniness, but
Smoke is dead. Fear beyond death. He doesn't even get his W off. Smoke, what are you doing in this match?
Getting away from Smoke in the top lane. I mean, that lead has now ballooned to 3,000 gold off the top solo kill. They're winning on both sides of the lane. This is a dominant performance from Dorado in this Game 5, looking to become the second of our finalists for next week. The other one, Crime Syndicate, was able to take that in 5 against Monkey Charities as well. So winner of this match will play them next week for the inaugural Titan Olympus Championship. And right now, Dorado looks poised to take it home.
Yeah, Dorado definitely leading the charge right now in this match. That doesn't necessarily mean... I mean, we've seen some crazy things happen. Jump in from RJ just for some poke damage. Prey going to be able to walk himself away. Senja with that Event Horizon going to be able to keep himself away with a flash. Bacon with the crash down as well, going to be able to get himself out. Bottle Tower not going to go down to the wave. Super Mega Death Rocket caught and intercepted by Bacon. As Botlane Tower does push ever closer to death, but it will not fall. Not on this wave.
Rod of Ages completed now for Senja, so he has those 10 stacks on the Rod of Ages. I just feel like, it's on Smoke right now. He's taking it into his own hands in the top lane, but kind of playing around the wrong side of the map. You got the Vanguard now with the completed Rod of Ages. You've got RJ with the Yuntals close to the Infinity Edge as well, and as you saw in that last engage, at the moment, Praise can't stand up to RJ rocket jumping on him solo, but all the action has been in the top lane right now. If they can shift that focus to the two carries, mid and bot laners, maybe they can find a way to get back into it, but Dorado just playing well everywhere on the map.
Yeah, I mean, also, it's really just been Spoopert being one step ahead in the lane phase against Smoke, where Smoke has usually been able to bounce back in the mid game to the late game. But when you're playing a champ like Set into Urgot, you don't really have the ability to bounce back. You're essentially two stat check champions trying to stat check into each other. And we see how that's turned out now for Smoke. 0-3-0. Rift Herald summoned up in the mid lane as this Drake is spawned. Will be Mountain Soul once again in this series. Tower taking in the bot lane. Herald destroying that mid tier 1. But Fish still looking to have that impact with that ultimate. Can the Scarecrow scare Dorado off of this dragon? Who's to say? This is game 5. We're going late. Really nice wards coming across here. Sniffing it out. Senja in a really precarious spot. Is going to press forward. Does buy themselves some time. Flay is going to be utilized here. Drake hasn't reset yet. Will reset now. Nice death sentence landing on a Bacon. Spoopert is here. But guess what? The Drake picked up. And I think Smoke with a nice flash. Pure Beyond Death not landing either. So should be okay. Will land onto Bacon now. Execute there is taken. Smoke on the run. RJ on the run as well. Forced the rocket jump away. But they find themselves the dragon. Third of the game, second for themselves.
We'll see what Dorado can get on the other side of this play. They spent so much time chasing Vanguard back while their lanes were pushing in, so they're able to pick up the mid tower. So they do lose the Drake, but they pick up the mid tower. They also get Bacon for their trebles. I do think it's nice for Vanguard. They only lost one member there, but walk me through this fight.
Yeah, so in this fight, the Event Horizon only hits Daisy here, which is a big CD. Fish able to clean up the Drake here, but Smoke just taking so much damage. Decent job dodging out the Super Mega Death Rocket, but unfortunately someone has to pay the price for this, and it will be Bacon, as Bacon collected by the Fear Beyond Death. And thankfully, everyone else for Vanguard is able to walk themselves out. But still, not a great look for Vanguard here. The game is slipping away slowly but surely every minute. They do have Vigar insurance. That's the one thing going for them. I don't know how many stacks Vigar has, but it has to be more than one. And as long as it's more than one, I think we're fine.
Yeah, they have the team fight tools to make it happen. It's just whether they can stop bleeding in the side lane, specifically to Spoopert, who right now is kind of untouchable.
Crashdown coming through. They don't find Chimmy, so not going to be... Yeah, really nice gravity well, actually. And Arcane Storm hunting down Fish, forcing out the flash from Fish. But the teleport coming through. And there goes the Super Mega Death Rocket. Fear Beyond Death also going to land on a Smoke now. RJ with a nice ult. Keeping Smoke alive. Atacon, though, going the way towards Dorado. There will be no answer here for Fools 5.
Yeah, it looks
And the
like pings are
Vanguards.
coming towards the mid lane. I don't even think they're going to try to contest this. How many Otacons has it been in this series that Dorado has taken? It seems like they've been owning that objective all series.
I think it's 3-2, maybe 4. Honestly, it might be 4-1. Hard to say, but mid tier 2 is some nice gold injection. Destin's gonna land on the RJ. Play is gonna be early. Chimmy now in a very precarious position. Does get collected by that Vanguard ultimate, but Smoke giving up the first reset. Flash dash coming out of Spoobert, not gonna land either. Kiba running into the event horizon, but a nice flash root coming out of kill switch. Senja now forced to run away, but going to be collected by Spoobert, who is now on a rampage. RJ in danger. Fear Beyond Death cleansed away, but it's not enough. The
That might
slow.
just be the nail in the coffin for Dorado, picking up a 4-for-1. They gave up Chimmy there, but they picked up 4. It was just that they got the Otacon, and it was Vanguard. They just tried to push too far. They did not have what it takes to get out of this situation. They wanted the mid tower. They got it, but as Dorado stopped taking, or as they finished up taking the Otacon, they come and collapse. A beautiful TP there from Kiba Boy on the bottom side of the map, easily picks up fish, and then here it's just what slows they can land. Bacon trying to support the best he can, and then this last play here, it's going to be the Fear Beyond Death that slows down RJ, the flash forward, and even had he not been in kill range, you had the Super Mega Death
Yeah,
Rocket
Super
coming
Mega
in.
Death Rocket would have for sure collected that kill for Prey, but really for me the highlight has just been Spoobert. Time and time again, he's bested Smoke in the 1v1, even in some of the fights as well, in terms of impact. And
Yeah, right
Spoobert
now 14. Smoke
victoriously.
is sitting at level 14. Spoober at level 17. You're looking at a really long game if you're wanting Vanguard to get back into this.
Yeah. I mean, they do have, again, Vanguard insurance, right? Tristana does scale quite nicely as well. But yeah, Smoke is just so far behind, and this is a problem when you pick things like the set. You get behind, it's so hard to even be impactful. Begging the question if going tank set would have been better from this position. But Drake will be spawned in here. I think Vanguard would be very foolish to try and contest this. But maybe with Spooper top, could be a potential angle.
Maybe
As,
now that
never
they
mind,
see
Smoke
it.
is just dead. At least his ult is flash, forced out. Fear Beyond Death gonna miss, but more slows landing. And, Bacon is here, but, I mean, there's just no damage. This is just a free kill for Spoobert. Bacon now forced to run away. Super Mega Death Rocket does fly by, but that second Drake in Smoke, once again, falling prey to Spoobert in this top lane. 6-1-3 on that Urgot, looking quite well. 3 items to his name.
If there was any silver lining, it was that was only the second Drake for Dorado. Vanguard has been able to pick up 2 of those, so they aren't on that sort of a timer. The only timer on right now that they're on is they are bleeding towers. This is going to be their last tower outside of the base that is surely going to fall. Baron was picked up by Dorado. They're pushing in. They got 3 cannons, 2 cannons back there just pumping away. 3 if you consider Praise 1 as well. Take down another tower, and the only thing left is cracking into the base. You've got, 8k gold lead for Dorado. This is looking like a team that I keep going back to that game 1, watching that game 1. I hate to bring it up if you're a Fools 5 fan, but to have that game 1 and then drop the next 2 games, you got to be so thankful if you're Dorado getting a chance to play this game 5, and they're playing it so well.
Yeah, I mean, just Spoobert in general playing well the entire series. Prey had his moments on on Sivir as well. Kill Switch having his moments. Kiba coming alive in this series as well, right? Finding that solo kill in mid against Senja with that first blood, and also that really phenomenal TP a bit earlier in that catch out in mid. really solidified their position as winning. But actually, maybe they can find Spoobert. Never mind. I take that back. Spoobert able to dash away. Destin's gonna land onto Bacon, but it's not gonna mean too much. No damage going in the way towards him. But this disparity
Vanguard,
in top lane is just growing. Like, we already have the Flame Horizon.
man,
And
Vanguard trying to search for any way. They're trying to create a pocket for Fish to create this hero play. We'll see if they can find it. But he's gonna get hooked up by Chimmy.
Fish getting caught out. Dessens does land, forces out the flash. Nice Sonya's from Fish, but Fish is just dead.
This could be
I
game.
haven't
They
this is a game. I mean, with Jinx resets, if they just get one more kill, I think it's just over. But RJ able to scrape by, live, and it's now Senja on the defense. Flash forward, nice flash from Senja, but he's gonna fall. And yeah, this could very easily be the game. Spoobert is godlike here. Jinx with resets.
Jinx.
They have the Ivern.
This could
to
be
keep
it. We
them
could be
all healthy.
claiming our second champion right here. Or our second
Bacon
finalist.
crash down, going in with a magnet storm. Prey falling very low, but the gravity well stunning up RJ is just barely enough. And I think Brendan, I think it is RJ going for the hero play, but he's not going to find it. This is going to be game smoke. Completely unable to stop this. And Dorado Gaming are your semifinals champions here. What a roller coaster provided to us here. As somehow
It was a
Dorado's
long
good
one, but we just witnessed a reverse sweep by Dorado Gaming.
That's not true.
Or not reverse,
That's not true.
reverse. Okay. They won game one. I forgot about that. It seemed like it should have been a reverse sweep. But they, from the depths of, I mean, Vanguard was knocking at the door. They were hitting the Nexus towers. They were close to the Nexus. And then from there, they were able to turn that around in game one. Vanguard fight back. They have a comeback of their own in game two. And then game three was a closer game, but I would say Vanguard had a winning position throughout most of it. And then from there, I mean, game four, Dorado dominated. And then in this game, as you just saw, same thing.
Yeah, dominant after dominant performance. And again, highlight for me is really just Spoobert. I think Spoobert really held them down. Game one, in fact, he was the reason they were even able to come back on that Jogath. Definitely my series MVP for the day.
Yep, I'd have to agree with you. Other than Brett and I joining the cast, that was second series MVP. Or maybe I should say you had to go through half of game three solo casting. You're the MVP here, and the production crew as well. So thank you all for putting this together. This was an awesome series. Can't wait to look back on this one and watch some of these. But this is Dorado Gaming. They are victorious. They're going to be your second finalist. They're going to be going up against Crime Syndicate next week in a best of 5 to take it all. You got the number 1 seed overall against the team that barely scraped into the playoffs and has now won 2 series in a row to position themselves for what could be a massive upset. So obviously Crime Syndicate is going to be bringing their A game, but as we saw today, if folks like Spoobert and Praise in a few of these games bring the types of plays that they did in this series, it's going to be a tough task for Syndicate.
Yeah, I agree as well. But also, right, if Dorado keep having some of these like mid-game slip-ups, right, it's even what allowed Vanguard to really, stomp their lead forward is they let go of control in their mid-game, right? Dorado has had really good early games the entire season. But here, their mid-game just started falling apart, and Vanguard was picking it apart with how they were playing. But this game, I think Dorado is back in form, and I think they're definitely going to be marching themselves towards finals playing like this. And that is a force to be reckoned with. But of course, folks.
It was just dominant lanes performance, like you mentioned. Spoobert, keep avoiding that last one. Kibo did have a down series for what he's shown us throughout the season, but when it mattered the most, had an awesome performance, like you mentioned. That flank in that mid-game team fight that really broke open the game, that prevented any sort of fiddlesticks counter engage that could have turned that fight. And then obviously in the bot lane, just a fist fight. even in that game, it was a 3v3 basically the entire game down there. And they held their own, and they have Jinx in the late game. So throughout the series, I think this is a really tough team. I'm excited to see maybe Crime Syndicate can review this and find out a little thing here or there that maybe Dorado's not doing right. But overall, very tough team, and I'm looking forward to it next week.
Yeah, me too. Well, folks, thanks for tuning in, of course, tonight. Really long one. Like, really, really, really long one, of course. Thanks to Val for casting until his internet went down. Thanks for Brett for joining me. Thanks for Brendan for filling in for Brett. Thank you, everyone. Of course, my production members. Thank you so much for being awesome. I'm Ozzy, joined by Brendan, Brett, Valve throughout the night. Thanks. Have a great night. We'll see you back next week for finals.
Peace.